This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I am here with Enrica and Marloes. How are you today?
We're very good, thank you. Happy to be in Toronto.
You're here to promote your book, Venice On A Plate and What a Plate. Please tell us a little bit about this book.
Well, the book is quite a revolutionary book because it combines two incredibly big cultures of Venice, which is the food, of course, all the famous dishes, the black cuttlefish, the something sour, the bigoli in salsa, so the really traditional Venetian recipes, but it was also supposed to bring to life the art of the Murano glass, which sadly it's an industry which is dying a little bit because of all the fakes that are imported from a little bit all over the world. And so all the Venetian food is presented on the most amazing pieces of art from the real old Murano. So it's nice. It's got an edge because it's interesting under the point of view of the food, but also under the point of view of the art of blowing glass.
Enrica, you originally come from Veneto in northeastern Italy, and you, Marloes, come from the Netherlands. How did the two of you come to meet?
Actually, Enrica knew my partner from years before, and he introduced us to each other on a rainy Sunday when we met at a little market, and we just clicked. 2 days later, Enrica invited us for a dinner at her house with another 25 people, as is usual. And 2 days later, she called him for my number. We met, and since then we've been working together. My whole objective was doing nothing in Venice and just learning the language. And when Enrica said, "What are you doing?" and I said, "Nothing," she said, "No, forget about this. Come meet me." And so now we're at the point where we've just brought out our Prosecco. We're traveling Canada. We're going on to Chicago and New York. So exciting things have happened in 2014 and are ahead of us in 2015.
Now, you're based in Veneto. You have a cooking school in South Africa. You have a cooking school in London. And you have a cooking school in Veneto. How would you explain the food, the cuisine of Veneto?
It's a very simple cuisine, which is really based on what the lagoon produces, so a lot of fish and seafood, but also amazing vegetables which are grown on the island in the lagoon, that has a very particular soil, very rich in natural saltiness because it absorbs the water of the lagoon. So the vegetables, just when you take them off the plant, have already an incredible flavor. And when you cook them, this flavor is so intensified compared to many other vegetables. So yes, it's a cuisine made of few ingredients, but excellent quality ingredients.
And are there any dishes in particular that you would push us towards if we were looking to explore the cuisine of that region?
Well, definitely everything that comes from the sea, from the cuttlefish, for example, is one of the really typical produces of the lagoon, which we cook with a black ink, which is absolutely fabulous. Lots of sardines. The one product which is very particular to the lagoon is what we call le moeche, which is the small soft-shell crabs that have 2 seasons. So you only find them in the summer, the females, and in the winter, the males. And during a period of 24 hours, they change the shell, so for those 24 hours you can actually just deep fry them and eat all of it, and they have, it's just an incredible flavor.
Are those served with any particular condiments?
No, well, the other day we were invited in an Italian restaurant here in Toronto, and they served us a very, very good fritto misto. And of course it came with a salsa, and I said, "Why would you put a salsa?" Because in Canada you have to serve a sauce, where we would actually just eat, the calamari deep fried, enjoy the flavor of the sea, and that's it, just a bit of sea salt.
Sea salt, perhaps some pepper, maybe some lemon?
Well, no pepper, but a little bit of lemon juice because it might help to take away some of the greasiness of the dish. Although, if you deep fry properly at the right temperature of 170 degrees Celsius with good oils, your fritto miso should not absorb a lot of fat. It's actually quite dry.
Now, this is your very first trip to Canada for both of you. What are your impressions of Toronto thus far?
Actually, very good impressions. I think when it's about pure products, we cooked a great cicchetti event. So cicchetti are the small, bite-sized dishes in Venetian cuisine. And the products we found to prepare this were incredible, were beyond our expectations.
Very interesting.
Because the products used, like Enrica just said, it's a simple cuisine of high quality products. So there's not a lot of sauces, there's not a lot of butter, there's not a lot of mixing. It's pure, simple products, bringing the quality and the flavor out as much as we can.
And where did you go to procure these products when you were here?
St. Lawrence Market.
Right, okay.
As well as through the city. So we've been driven around for the last 3 days to go to the cheese boutique on one side of town. We've gone to Kensington Market.
The Five Thieves.
The Five Thieves, yes.
The infamous Five Thieves. You understand where the name comes from, I'm sure. Yes, yeah.
No, we noticed the price.
You've had the opportunity to try some, I guess, some Canadian food and Canadian wine. I'd love to hear your opinion on that.
I like the French fries.
I must say, since we've been here, we've eaten a lot of Italian for one reason or the other one, because we were here for a short period of time. We had to cater for an event. Last night we had a lovely dinner at Grano with Roberto, who was a fantastic host. So he prepared a Venetian dinner, so we didn't have much of an opportunity to taste other things. Went to a little Indian restaurant, and today we tried the traditional, what is it?
Poutine?
That's right, that will work, yes.
Yeah, traditional poutine. And it's fun, you know, for me it's so great, you know, and I love it when I go in a new country to try to discover a little bit what the local cuisine is all about. But I can see that definitely Canada has so many cultures living under the same roof that you really find everything. I mean, I've seen in the street from Vietnamese to Korean to Japanese to Chinese. I mean, everything is here, you know, so it's an exciting mixture of a little bit of everything.
One always has to remember that Canada has not been around for all that long, so we are still establishing our what it means to be Canadian and what it means to have Canadian cuisine. So I'm glad you had a chance to try some poutine today. Thank you very much for joining us at Good Food Revolution. Pleasure to meet both of you. Perhaps the next time I see you, perhaps in South Africa, perhaps in London, perhaps in Veneto. Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye.